Alright, what up, y'all? It's Metaphor, back from Hawaii to kick the roll, representing everyone's you and not verse. So yeah, we're gonna do a video on Capricorn fourth house, which is Libra rising. So Libra being that cardinal air, initiating, creating new ways of communicating. Pardon the interruption. But yeah, the second house being Scorpio, fixed water. That's the way you grow. Third house being Sagittarius, and the way you're in the environment is very all about your morals. In this fourth house in Capricorn is it's like I say, continue to say this throughout the series, it's this opposite, right? So the fourth house is what created Cancer. The 10th house being the status, what created Capricorn, right? With Capricorn being here, you're going to be making the blueprint in the home, right? So in your home, you're going to be cardinal Earth, initiating, creating new ways of practicality. So with this practical nature being in the home, it's kind of opposite. You can't really be logical about emotions. You see what I'm saying? And it's like your second house. Once you break out of yourself, okay, let me break it all down for you, right? So this first house, you're gonna initiate create new ways of communicating with your personality. So you're gonna relate to others, right? Second house being Scorpio, you're gonna grow in the icy nature, and just whenever you break out yourself finally and express yourself, that's your best way of being the second house of Scorpio. Third house being Sagittarius, with that broken out nature, you're going to express your morality in the environment, right? And then this fourth house going to be this motherfucker remind me of another motherfucker that I done heard coughing like that. It's a whole other thing. So this fourth house in Capricorn, you're going to be in the home nurturing your blueprint, right? So it's like if people aren't with your plan and aren't with your vision, right? It's like well, I wouldn't say vision, with your logical path, right? So you come up in a certain area, you believe that you're supposed to get these certain achievements and accolades, and like to say that, let's say you're 16 and you want to go to college because your parents tell you to. You see what I'm saying? This is that Saturn nature being in the fourth house. So they're going to tell you to go to college, right? Maybe you don't want to go to college, right? Whole other video here, but I'm going to bring the example in here, right? So you get that accolade, right? You're going to college, right? Okay. So you have that status in the fourth house. The thing is, why would you want your status to be related to somebody that you're supposed to outgrow and be, greater than, right? Playing the devil's advocate too. Then you go on to, graduate from college, get your dream job that you had been given from that college. The degree you decided to get, might pay well, right? Your next accolade may be, I'm gonna finish up with this one. Your next accolade may be getting a nice house in that area, right? You may have lived on the poorer side of the area. Now they want you to move in to get the nicer area house, so that way you can have all the family over and things of that nature, right? Having that status in the fourth house could be crazy like that, right? So what I could tell you is find an equilibrium. It could be difficult trying to tell your parental figures that you don't want to, do what they planned out for you, right? And because you're gonna be relating to others in your personality, you're like, oh, okay, I can see how that makes sense, right? But it's like you can't be logical with the emotion. So in the home, in the nurturing way, you're gonna have to find ways to use this practicality and sit with not sit with your emotion too much. I think with this one, it's like you got to be more forthcoming about what's really going on in your mind at each moment. If you really trust somebody and you're real close with them, see, it's like you get close to Capricorn and they kind of like get scared in themselves. So like you're gonna expose something about them. You see what I'm saying? Like they represent the status. You know what I mean? They represent the 10th house of the chart. Um, that's another video, of course. But I think you need to find a way to, maybe even write it out. Yeah, like write out, because like with this Libra in the first house, you're going to be able to, you know, your thoughts are going to be, very intellectual. You are a very intellectual individual. That's a fact. So you just gotta make sure you don't be too smart for your own good in this one. I think is the key. So yeah, maybe write down what's going on with you each moment, and if you're away from this individual, then you can find ways to express it to them, and like in that blueprint nature, like you know from where I'm going in life, this is how this affected me, and it changed my perception on that. But it's like I'm doing my thing no matter what, so I don't want to offend you because I'm not trying to ignore what you're saying. It's like I just want to be myself. So I know that could be difficult for Libra rising. So it's like you got to find that equilibrium. So yeah, Capricorn fourth house. This is the Libra rising series. Holla back. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're gonna be live on the kind of random. This is I almost just ended the video right there, but this popped in my head, and I was just thinking before this video. I think the reason why I don't schedule the live is because, man, shit. If I put myself on a schedule, then I start to feel like, oh, I gotta stick to it. My Capricorn being in the sixth house, it's like I gotta. It's like if somebody else trying to put me on a schedule, and I feel like I put myself on my own like on a schedule, and I can't live up to it. Oh man, that'll hurt me. That'll hurt me. So if I can't fulfill it, I just stay away from it. So yeah, holla back.